Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope you've all been doing great and enjoying the content I've been putting out lately. Your support seriously means the world. If you're new here, welcome to the community. We talk about everything shaping the future of AI, innovation, and the tech economy. And today's topic, it's a big one. We're unpacking one of the most talked about shifts in the AI world right now, so grab a coffee, get comfortable, and let's jump straight into it. The idea of an AI that acts entirely on its own, no prompts, no babysitting, has been the dazzling promise of Agentic AI, but here we are, in October 2025, and some of that rush feels like it's settling into something more sober. Is the era of boundless Agentic AI growth suddenly running out of air, or are we just resetting toward a more stable, impactful future? Let's walk through where the hype is overextending, where reality bites back, and why this moment might define how the next decade plays out. Before we dive deeper, go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe, and tap the bell. It'll help me bring you more timely AI insights. Agents were supposed to be the next frontier, systems that think, plan, act without constant human oversight. They'd manage workflows, negotiate, trigger actions, even code. That vision drew massive funding, breathless predictions, and feverish enterprise pilots. According to IDC projections, spending on AI, especially on agentic systems, is expected to grow roughly 31.9% year-over-year between 2025 and 2029. Meanwhile, some reports peg the global agentic AI or AI agents market around $7.84 billion in 2025 and expect it to swell to $52.62 billion by 2030, growing at a CAGR of about 46.3%. So, on paper, the rocket is still accelerating, but all rockets eventually feel drag. Already cracks are showing. McKinsey's 1 year of Agentic AI reflects hard lessons. Many organizations are seeing underwhelming returns, abandoned pilots, and the realization that the agent itself isn't the magic. It's how it's embedded in workflows. Gartner projects over 40% of Agentic AI projects might be scrapped by 2027, citing rising costs and unclear business value as key culprits. That's not just a course correction, that's a caution flag. The AI that acts on its own, dazzling promise, now settling into reality. That's our tension, because the initial gold rush, where every startup pitched Agentic this or Agentic that, may have oversold its readiness and ROI. Very often what got called Agentic was more a clever wrapper atop traditional automation or prompt chaining, in effect, agent washing. Gartner even warns that many vendors are rebranding legacy tools as Agentic just to ride the trend. So what happens when that overhype meets hard budget scrutiny? Investors pull back, projects get frozen, promises of autonomous orchestration fade into maintenance mode. That's when we genuinely question, is the bubble bursting? Let's consider where pressure could come from. First, capital sustainability. In 2024, corporate AI investment reached around $252.3 billion, with private investment climbing approximately 44.5% year-over-year. When a big part of that flows into speculative bets, not proven revenue engines, fragility grows. Analysts warning of AI as a bubble draw parallels to the late 90s dot-com era, but a key difference now is how tightly AI is woven into essential systems. The fallout might therefore be far messier. Overinvestment in unproven models, combined with tightened capital markets or rising interest rates, could expose many ventures. Citigroup forecasts that big tech's AI infrastructure spending alone may cross $2.8 trillion by 2029. Second, deployment maturity and complexity. Many firms are realizing that building an agent is one thing, making it reliably useful in production is another. Some projects are being rolled back, rehiring humans when agent pilots fail. McKinsey's field reports indicate oscillation between high expectations and harsh operational realities. The reality is that agents are powerful but fragile. Small errors in context, unseen feedback loops, misaligned incentives, they all break things. As those mishaps accumulate, confidence erodes. Quick reminder, if you're enjoying this breakdown, drop a like, hit subscribe, and tap that bell so you don't miss the next deep dive. We've got more eye-opening stories on the way, and you'll want to be there when they drop. Now let's get back to the story. Third, evaluation and measurement gaps. Recent academic critique emphasizes that many agentic AI claims are inflated because they are judged primarily via technical metrics, accuracy, throughput, latency, while neglecting alignment, safety, and real economic viability. So on paper an agent looks great, but in the real world it can underdeliver, misbehave, or worse. When organizations wake up to this gap, skepticism spreads fast. Fourth, macro risk and sentiment shifts. The broader tech sector has surged, but signs of correction are emerging. Axios warns the biggest sign of an AI bubble is starting to appear. Goldman Sachs' CEO has cautioned that a drawdown in markets may follow the AI boom. As interest rates remain sticky and capital tightens, AI ventures relying on future valuations may struggle. The tailwinds that powered hype could reverse. But even as all this plays out, there's an alternate, subtler narrative. Maybe the burst isn't a collapse, but a reset. Maybe the era of raw speculative acceleration gives way to a phase of slower, sustainable growth. Many foundational technologies follow hype cycles. They pump, decelerate, then settle into utility. That doesn't mean failure, it means maturation. In that reset future, we may see agentic AI evolve from flashy autonomy to assistive autonomy, where agents play the role of smart co-pilots, not solo rulers. The paradigm shifts to human plus agent collaboration. Organizations invest more selectively, prioritizing domains where agents offer high leverage, not broad autonomy. They will demand explainability, fault tolerance, fallback modes, governance, and safety as baseline expectations. Signs of this shift are emerging already. A Capgemini survey indicated that among 1,100 executives, 50% plan to implement AI agents this year, up from 10% previously. But that's intent, not execution. Many pilot programs still struggle to deliver business value. Meanwhile, the market data itself is mixed. Some forecasts remain bullish. For instance, Markets and Markets projects agentic AI market growth from $7.84 billion in 2025 to $52.62 billion by 2030. Others are more expansive. According to Market.us, the global agentic AI market could reach $196.6 billion by 2034 from a base of $5.2 billion in 2024. ACAGR, approximately 43.8%. And according to Precedence Research, estimates suggest growth from $7.55 billion in 2025 to $199.05 billion by 2034. Those forecasts assume many agentic systems will deliver sustained differentiated value, but here's the thing, how many will truly deliver? If only a fraction do, the market may bifurcate, clear winners emerge, many others burn. That pattern may feel like a bubble puncture more than a collapse. On the technical side, there's also speculation about shifting architectures. Some early research suggests that small language models, SLMs, may become more viable in agentic architectures than always relying on giant LLMs, especially for domain specialization, latency, and cost constraints. This hints at a future where agentic intelligence fragments and specializes rather than relying on monolithic super agents. In many ways, the popping of hype is already underway. Ultra-bold visions of full autonomy are being tempered. The narrative is shifting toward agent-enabled workflows, or assistive autonomy. The firms that survive this shift will be those with strong domain fit, robust reliability, and baked-in governance. So yes, the agentic AI bubble may be deflating, but I don't think it's imploding catastrophically. Instead, we're heading toward a steadier phase, slower growth, tempered expectations, but stronger foundations. The crash won't be sudden, it'll be the flattening plateau after the climb, as expectations adjust and the industry moves from hype to grounded impact. Keep your eyes on 2026 and 2027. Analysts like Gartner suggest that by then, many current projects may be scrapped. That will be a sorting moment, the moment where survivors and failures become clear, and the real narrative of agentic AI, less hype, more results, begins to dominate. That's where we'll see whether this is a bubble bursting or a boom maturing. Either way, this could be one of AI's most consequential chapters. That's where I'll wrap this deep dive. If you found it useful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more breakdowns on AI, energy, and the future of technology. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.